Now it's time to see whether 100 Thieves can get this mousesports off their back. Haven't found the victory verse them before. See if this... Ooh, damn, Frozen started with a bang, and that Liaz willing to take that duel. Does see Frozen put down low HP, and Christian, where's his health gone? It's Azza to take it from him. Rops has the bomb in his sights.
Well, a very explosive start there. Great shot from Gratisfaction. Will take Rops to just 1 HP. Carrigan popping off with a 5-7 as well. It's currently sat on a 4 versus 2 in favor of mousesports. Aggression down towards middle. A lot of teams try out, but this one, a very successful campaign. Gratisfaction recovers the bomb at least. And we're joined by Azza. They still have 2 smokes and flashbangs. This is not a foregone conclusion considering 3 players are very low HP.
Yeah, and they're going to actually group up, which looks like they've been given time to do so. They are going to be quite the threat. Woxic is a good chance for Mouse, though. Survival more important than the frag at this point, and he knows it, just tucks away after the first shot. Gets the information, a repeat, a risky one, but Azza misses his shots. Chances starting to dwindle for the 2 remaining Thieves. A smoke and a flash, though. Armor's on Grat. You're going to want to see the body shots on him. Quick reaction from Azza. Oh,
here we go.
Unchecked. They're going for it. What was 2v4, now 2v2, 2v1. It's all coming up trump. Azza has made quite a statement into Inferno. 4 kills to his name. And he's got a chance at the 5th as well. Gratisfaction's holding the smoke push. He should have a chance, and it's his Grat to finish. 100 Thieves have done it in the pistol. Here we go. Into the site, good dink. Woxic's waiting for Frozen to come online. Rops does get neutralized, and now the bomb's loose. Woxic doing everything he can on this site, and that's phenomenal. A double kill, and perhaps a third. Gratisfaction falls and puts it all onto Azza. He hasn't got the health to really make any impact here. The pre-fire wasn't far off, but Woxic, he's jiggling with him, giving him the chance.
Azza without a helmet. And in terms of the initial approach, on top towards barrels, and well, Liaz will get a lot more than he bargained for there. The flashbang HE combo right down to the bottom will take him out. Opening kill for mousesports, but here comes the commitment. 100 Thieves make their way out towards quad, but Rob's got such a great position here. Just needs the vision, an opportunity to pull the trigger, and he has a couple of frags available to him. There's the first, second comes through, and he has actually given them the advantage still. We have a player on towards a bomb site. That's going to be Chris J. Krieg in hand, just tucking himself in towards the back. It's JKS and Gratisfaction have to try and fight their way out of this one. Oh my goodness! It's a haymaker from Gratisfaction as Carrigan left in a 2-on-1 now. No kit available. Spots one towards the pit, smoking him out.
From Haymaker to Kingmaker, Carrigan, he's got mousesports here now, looking to secure a round for them. 1 versus 2, great crossfire.
I expect him to nail those at this point. It's a very difficult shot, don't get me wrong, but Woxic's a very special player. Carrigan helps himself to his 2nd frag, and he's still toward the bench. Okay, I don't mind this actually, because they seem to know that it's going to drop a smoke, and maybe Carrigan sits in it and hopes for the best at this point, makes his way out. Significant damage towards JKS, but ultimately goes down in the end. So we'll see Rops finding an incendiary, but this is going to be enough. It'll be a quad focus here from 100 Thieves. They'll set up the crossfires. They've got enough time to reposition. If Rops can get that incendiary down towards quad, just as they commit, I don't think they'll have a very good time here. They're just going to push the smoke. Gratisfaction's got the bomb there.
With 25 seconds, you lose that bomb long. It's terrifying. There's Molotovs, and Rops throws it out just as that looked like the moment to go. Yeah, they did. They swang out, but now just having to respect the Molotov. 15 seconds. Good grief. mousesports, 10 seconds. They just have to hit a couple of shots. The flash is good. Gratisfaction, it's not enough. Frozen Rops, they've done it. They've won the round, and they do it cleanly. Ooh, little unfortunate, the Molly and the smoke overlap. Let's see. JKS has got in store for us out the balcony, but immediately caught by Rops. Jiggle not working. Woxic, he bides his time and hits his shots. Flash coming in. Rops and Chris J can work off that. Never mind. Catches him. A second coming in, though. And the comms is better that time. Slowing them down. And again, 100 Thieves. Their worst enemy is not mousesports, it's the clock. Ooh, Chris.
Pretty slow from Chris.
Yeah, very uncharacteristic.
Might have been looking at the radar.
That's a good point. Something we get to piece together ourselves, but still advantage now for the 100 Thieves. Can they make good on this, though? Azza drawing the blood of Chris J. Free fire from Jacob. He's trying to play with Carrigan, and he actually gets it. 2 phenomenal kills into the site. There's one more, and Frozen. Oh, he's not going down. He's not backing down. He's tucked in the corner, and he's taken all 3. This is impossible. It should not be possible, but Azza, he's done enough to at least slow down what looked to be a mousesports momentum. Hang on, Molly, and a success for Rops.
We'll see what Rops can do with this one. The fuse kit available, bomb yet to be planted. JKS with A grenade available. It might actually do significant damage there. A little bit. Goes for the fake plant. Rops. He knows that allows him to get a bit closer at this point. JKS, 20 seconds. He can knife out towards A still. He'd have to go right now. And off he goes. The race is on, Alex.
He's having a go. And so, Rops, he will have to respect this. He has no clue right now. He's going to hear that sound, and then it's going to be knife out turn for him. 9 seconds. You need 4. 4.5 to be precise. And there it is. No issues.
So,
these young guns, they're made of something else. JKS has to be precise, and of course he is. Gets the crucial second frag of the round from him, but that's more importantly the 6th for 100 Thieves.
And we'll see 100 Thieves come into the round after winning the previous with the Mac 10s, trying to punish the fact they might not have helmets here. It's Frozen though, looking for another 3-piece. He does get a couple, but is it going to be enough? Maybe not.
Jesus, there's another one. Chris J's pushed down, and he's actually caught JKS unawares.
Here it comes. It will be deployed now. Chris J has to swing. I like this from 100 Thieves. This is very smart. You're not going to assume that there's 2 players towards new box at this point. Gratisfaction to set the trap. He'll get the first kill. He might just get both here. He delivers. Looking towards T steps. Instead, though, Karrigan's just going to be rushing down towards that bench position once more. And he wants a bit more of the action. The flashbang comes in from Chris J. He's got the first kill. They've smoked off T steps. Karrigan ideally needs to get the hell out of it. He's going to run towards B. There's a player coming from the underpass as well, so he needs to be careful. But he's got away with them. What's happened there? I couldn't tell you. Voxic was standing top of middle with his knife out. So, flash attack from the apartments. 3 make their way through. Flash does nothing for Frozen. He only gets the 1 though, but there's still a player towards a pit. That's going to be Rops. Good for 1. Make it 2 as Gratisfaction. Last player remaining 10 seconds here. Has to recover the bomb, get 3 kills. Not going to happen. 4 players without helmets on the T side here. So those M4s is going to chew through them.
And that's aggressive with Karrigan rocking the M4A1, and he does tap away, but Frozen, his greed could potentially lose them the round. He wanted the frag, but now he's just got a 50 caliber bullet lodged in his skull. Woxic doing everything he can, and he's got more than enough. A double, a triple. Woxic, phenomenal way to end the half. Mousesports, well, definitely need Woxic for that one.
That was insane. What a way to close things out. He just got kicked off the server, and he puts his foot on the throat of 100 Thieves towards the end of that half. It's 8-7.
Yeah, I saw Gratisfaction get a triple kill from this exact spot, and he's already got off to a flying start. Rops beheaded, and only 2 bullets expended from that CZ. Limited ammo, so that's something. Grat can continue to rack up the kills if they step into his crosshair. And here comes number 2. Woxic gone, and here comes a potential 3rd. Karrigan wins the duel. But Gratisfaction, he makes that CZ work. 2 early kills. What can you do with the remaining pieces? Karrigan, thinking about it, looks like B is the letter at the tip of his tongue.
Well then, Chris J. They've got a battle away in towards B. They've got no utility now, and 1 by 1 they will go down. A very clean finish there from 100 Thieves. 4 players survive. With the Desert Eagles, Mousesports are very well versed at this particular pistol.
Yep, nades caught by Chris J. Both of them Frozen, however. The first one in, and there is no trade potential. Very easy to hit those panic deags up close. You've got Jacob on that Z-axis. JKS to try and bait them in. He's getting a little too flustered with his utility, perhaps, because Karrigan's hit 1. JKS, the last stalwart defender of B, and he's gone. Rops makes sure of that. Grat caught off. Karrigan choosing to push through the smoke, and now they've got an advantage and likely the round. They're so heavily damaged, but I'm not sure 100 Thieves are going to be able to know that.
I don't think they can even consider going for it at this point. They're smoked out. They've only got those MP9s. They're actually just going to be holding on to those by the looks of things here. So it is going to be Mousesports with 4 players up. And HE as well, we can deploy that now. That'd be fantastic. Instead, the gap. Oh, it eludes him. Might get the kill the HE.
Not as much damage as I was expecting. It's down to Liaz's sprays. Bit wild, bit scrappy, to use your word. And now Karrigan's into the site. Where is his team, though? They're locked out on hay bales. Liaz, he's playing around the smoke. He could perhaps catch Rops, but too quick on the trigger. The Estonian finds a crucial frag. Now this round should be Mouse's. And backing away to save, yeah, that makes a whole lot of sense.
Couple of flashes to their name. They still have 2 smokes. And it's going to be the 3 players out of the apartments again. We saw an attempt from this 100 Thieves. Didn't really work out. Can Mousesports show them how it's done? Gratisfaction's starting to hit some shots now. Azul will pipe in as well. It's going to be a big spray down. 3 on 2. Make it 2 on 1.
Gosh. Like 6 frags in 4 seconds. Now Woxic managed to get out. He's going to make some noise. Oh, the shot. Did it really confuse Liaz that much? It did look like he had, but now the extra shots are enough for him to find the view over the smoke. Big catch.
Does he go for this smoke again?
He is playing mind games. He is playing mind games. Another smoke, but this time it's from the CTs. He chooses to use it, and oh, attention drawn. That was enough for Chris to find the first. Liaz falls as well. Mousesports look like a well-oiled machine, and so do I after some baby.
So now it's all grinding to a halt. M4 saved 3 of them, and enables them to buy once again. With that maximum loss bonus, and they're going to send 3 players towards B, looking to challenge. Grenades exchanged, and it looks like it will be mousesports who will get the advantage. Azza down very low indeed. Frozen committed through the flames. He did get hit by JKS.
JKS isn't done.
I think he gets another one here.
Oh, he's so low, and it was the full HP Frozen. Not the low HP Chris J. He even gets away, Hank. That's a dream.
Yeah, they were too focused on pulling their grenades out and mollying him in there. They actually enabled him to get back. They've just had the line on the molly, dropped that. I think they've just swung around the AKs. They get the kill.
Look at the boost. Oh, it could be great, but the smoke. Rops has just got a perfect path. Oh, and mousesports, just the toes of Chris J. exposed enough to get the first. He has the headshot spot. Rops, no stranger to a headshot. He got the shot. Down to 13. Grat has done some of the work for Liaz, but it's all on to him now. Woxic stepping into the site if he gets this nade right. Rops on the dome, finished off by Liaz's bullets. 3 versus 1 as the rotate now starts to come in. He's flashed in the open, will tuck in, and a bomb plant does seem to be coming in safe and sound, but he's exposed. And 100 Thieves live to see round 26.
They look likely to go for that flash attack towards the apartments again with 3 out. They could do a dribble smoke that gives them access towards a pit as well. That's like sometimes the most basic approach, 1 flash and going with it. This can actually work out very well.
Yeah, he strafes straight into the cover of the hay bales. It doesn't feel like a power position when they exploit it like this. And Gratisfaction's only allowed 1. Rops takes 2. It's not about being allowed, he steals it.
Last round, going to go for it, and it will be the map going in favor of mousesports here. A really strong T side. You can see how well oiled they are, as you mentioned. Their strategies are perfect. Their individual form is peaking.
An aggressive up middle already. Gratisfaction, he wants blood. He wants the party to start, and Frozen's crashed it almost entirely. 1 more bullet into the head of Liaz. He did have 1 in the chamber, but opts for a fresh mag. Across now, the flash up top mid, and oh, Liaz, that I don't want to say terrible, but that didn't look good.
It didn't go well. I can say that much, Alex. That's confirmed. It's a 5 versus 1. Chad said they didn't look like they were up for it. And this pistol, they really haven't got much done at all. This is going to be Azza, who's looking for any sort of consolation frags here. It's not going to work out for him. Woxic will confirm it's a very clean victory there with Frozen getting 3. Woxic just expending an entire clip there towards the mid doors, and he's connecting! That's actually kind of sick. That worked out for him.
JKS, he was working with a fraction, a slither, and he finds Chris J's head. It had to be the headshot. Perfect way to get a 1-man equalizer, but it's still a long and tumultuous journey to find the force by victory. Gratisfaction's hiding in the corners. He goes unchecked. More frags. JKS's scout hits another. He's in trouble. Frozen's trying to Molotov himself out of this hard place, and now the frags keep coming for Mouse. They've made it winnable for Rops.
Oh, taking a shot to the chest over from the scout. He's got a player on lower B as well. That's going to be Jake. Remember that Mag 7 upgraded now to a Galil. I don't think he wanted to pick it up as it made a sound when the weapon dropped. So the Mag 7, he's got the call. He's been tagged with the scout. He knows this weapon is more than viable for this scenario. He hasn't planted yet. Rops, that is, with 15 seconds. What's the call? He just has to run towards A. He'll get a plant out of this. He's certainly capable of winning it. Here comes the play. He needs to be quick. I think he might be in trouble here. Yes, indeed he will be.
Second behind them. Calling it clear for now, but more to come. Molotovs towards the pit. Long now under mousesports remit.
Absolutely true. Very valuable part of the map. 100 Thieves setting up 3 players towards short. You can see them. This is quite an interesting setup. There's that Gratisfaction AWP though. Finds Rops. A key scout to take. It's going to have to be the long take at this point, I'm afraid. Alex going to have to smoke the crossover and hope for the best. We saw Na'Vi approach in this sort of manner, just getting up there. Seeing if they can find the shots. They're already a man down. A couple of flashes remain on both sides. Azza trying to set up his teammate just when he needs it.
Calls for it. Liaz gets flashed in and has a chance for more. Just the one. Frozen keeping things level. And mousesports got a real chance. Precise from Carrigan as he draws his first blood. He allowed to get the one though. That Molotov could do a whole lot of damage. Woxic's going to be forced to try and swing out. The smoke And the nade is enough of a guise for him to maneuver into another fragging position, but with 10 seconds left. Really nice that Voxic even managed to avoid his two teammates with that wallbang. Jumping down, Chris J punished. JKS, he was ready for it. Knew the short wasn't being held and he had to be paranoid for the drop. Chris J, he jumps straight into the jaws and there's more from Juzzy. As the mollies arrive, the smoke isn't great. Enough for Karrigan to get across though. Molotov burning frozen down to 20. Advantages heavily leaning towards the 100 Thieves side, but Rops is looking to rock the boat, checking his corners, but not precise enough, because Azza gets another, and Woxic's dropped the bomb. This is T's side, Dust 2, I will remind you.
That's a very good point. Normally it's T-sided these days. Karrigan, though, might be up to something here, Alex. This could be an absolute showstopper. Go for the double kill, nails it. His teammate goes down, but Karrigan somehow gives himself an opening. 1 versus 1 now for the in-game leader, up against Azza, who's been very good so far.
He came into this with 1 frag. He wants to leave with 5. Azza, 40 HP. Karrigan, it's not good.
And it's another partial buy. Deagle's armor, 1 scout. Hell of a Deagle, though.
Yeah, feels like a full buy, actually. I've changed my mind. Molotov will entice Karrigan to go hunting for Grad, and if his reactions are off, his aim was misplaced. And now Grad, fortunate to be still alive in this round. Rops' Deagle's connecting elsewhere. Woxic scout, mousesports. I think the fire's been ignited from Karrigan's heroics in the round before.
Yeah, that was a very strange sequence of events there, but ultimately it's going to be a 3-on-2. Kits available, open the retake, 2 players at half HP. I'm not sure what their next move is going to be here. Looks like they're falling back.
His only option would be to go towards the tunnels. Azza does catch 1. If he gets drops, that could be the AK he needs. Oh, but he misses his shots, and now the smoke is gone. His advantage isn't, though, because he gets it just in time. Tucks in. Chris J's already on the platform, and Frozen has caught Azza rotate. So heavily excited and convinced it's going B. Now A could be open. That A rotate was a little lackadaisical. Liaz with just a USP. It does fall to the JKS mantle, but that's a crucial frag. Could be enough to win the round as he tucks himself in. Woxic's only got 9 seconds. It's going to have to be a knife-out scenario, and JKS, he just has to find the frag. Misses his shots. Woxic hunting. 3 seconds. 2. Woxic above. He misses the shots, and JKS saves the day.
The AWP is out for Voxic once again. Their money was strong. Goes spot the kneecap of Grad. His faction, a flashbang caught Grad as well. That's what caused him to fall back there through the smoke, but still, Voxic took his shot, opens things up. A master of Dust 2.
No doubt. So many of these frags, we've only had 10 rounds of play, and they always seem to baffle, confuse. And Azza, he's going to have to do a whole lot here. Does avoid the flash nicely, but he can't find the crosshair return in time to just JKS and Jacob towards T-spawn. It does just look like he's going to try and keep Grat's AWP.
About 5 rounds ago, and here we are. The auto snipers are out trying to cause some damage. One of the few times they haven't, to be honest. Nothing touches them. Frozen once again out towards long. Player towards the pit. And he has got a gap, doesn't connect just yet. He might be in trouble here, but maybe the smoke will help him out. And that's actually sick.
He jumps away from the nade and then one better dunks on Liaz. That's a fantastic trade, though. That's going to do a whole lot for the 100 Thieves defense in this 15th round. And, ooh, Woxic. He's looking low and even lower. JKS wins the AWP duel with the budget version. JKS, though, is going to be feeling the pressure now on middle. That's going to be Rops breaking through. Azza, in the meantime, does catch Karrigan. The bomb behind Rops as well as they start their campaign. Good catch on JKS to at least make sure they finishes what Rops started earlier. But hello, Jacob. Hello, Mag 7, and that should be the round win. Rops just has to swallow that bitter pill. The bomb will not be arriving on B.
He's got all the utility and a 3-on-1 with still a minute on the clock here. Get this first kill, a 2-on-1 certainly possible for Rops. He spotted the shadow. He knows Shaken's there. Nails it. It's going to be now that 2-on-1 we talked about. He can grab the bomb, no problem. He knows that. The smoke's down there to cover him. He will presumably just run back towards B.
Coming from the window. They both thighs. He ready for Grat. He knows he's in the sight. And Grat's faction. He's been having a tough half, but he saves the lead. No lack of confidence, especially in support of his in-game leader. JKS is choosing to use his P250 on that mid-doors, and he takes Woxic down to 1. A dink across the map. Liaz does manage to finish off onto Frozen. Azza as well, taking these fights that the CTs are bringing to them.
Yeah, well, it's going to be the perfect mid-flashbang. Chris J removed. Rops Left with Voxic, who's got just 1 HP here. He's not going to have a whole lot to say, especially at this point as well. P2000 in hand, needs to hit perfect shots at this point. The bomb goes down.
Wait, it drops. It did drop. That is an advantage that Voxic can work with. They're going to give him the fight he was hoping for, but all three.
Good call.
Like a waterfall. That's a nice in-the-moment call. Azza likely going to use him to bound up short, but already Karrigan contests. A flash to aid his escape. Azza on as well. Spectacular double from Karrigan.
Here we go. It's looking very good for mousesports, but not for long. Back to the 3-on-3, and now it's just the 2 scouts that remain with Frozen's Deagle. Voxic, though, a bit of a specialist with the scout. You can see how fast that sends is, but Gratisfaction a little bit too quick from this time. Robs is absolutely done for. A bit of an exciting sequence towards short, but it looks like we might have stabilized at this point. Frozen does find a Galil. He's got an HE as well. He can throw that towards the side right now. That'll do a lot of damage towards Grat. Oh, even more than that. It denies the plant.
He can't be spotted first. He's got 20 HP. Liaz on the ramp, spotted, but reacts in time. Big round to win. Support Rops and Karrigan with a rotate. This is going to be a brutal pincer. 2 tons, 3 middle. Rops ready to fight though. He's got a teammate. A partner in crime was Karrigan, but he's got to tuck into the site. The flashes are so good, he can't find cover. He tried the muscle memory, but he got stuck on the corner, and that is the site. That is the round. 100 Thieves. That's a big victory. That was the first true test after the pistol round, and we see mousesports flounder. Yep. They come in. Voxic holds his line. Molotovs suggest the commitment. Teammates starting to rotate. All 3 of them charging towards CT, but a missed shot. The flash enables them to cross now. 8 seconds, but they can plant uncontested. And now a 5 versus 5. We're about to have some deathmatch, folks. Strap yourselves in. It's about to be a bloodbath on the A site. The silence broken by Jacob. He can see the barrel of the Yorp, and Gratisfaction, he's already piecing this together, knows another. Karrigan's gone. Frozen claws one back for Mouse. Tip of the head, spotted and precise from Voxic. High sense, no issue. Liaz, however, is traded. Frozen doing his very best. He's doing it all. 3 kills so far, looking for a weapon, looking for a chance.
Anything at this point. I don't think it's going to be enough, though. The time that escapes him, and Azza is sitting in that smoke.
Okay, yeah, this.
Okay, that's more like it. That will help.
Yeah, that certainly does. That's definitely a contribution from Frozen. My goodness. Jacob's just hearing all of this, and oh, Frozen, you genius! Oh. He knew it was a possibility, and he just beheads Jacob before he can even make a peep.
And he's hungry for more as well, looking for yet another tag. If he gets one more, that's going to be crazy. Takes Liaz down to 14. He might have won the round single-handedly here. Time will tell. Still a chance for 100 Thieves making their way up to the site. Another scout connection. They're so low on the site. Karrigan can convert this, but still looking strong. 2 versus 2.
Eyes, JKS on Goose. He's responsible for Azza's backside. Has to be taps from Chris J. Does take the head off. Azza to clutch. First found. He's looking for a fresh mag, and he does get the time. Chris J respects him enough for that. Looking for the head. It's all about reactions and damage, but not enough. Frozen and Chris J have given mousesports a round they had no right to win. mousesports, they've got a star of this show right now, and he's continuing as they challenge long. Only the Dink continuing their advance. Now Karrigan's gone as well. 100 Thieves have fought back with pace.
They absolutely have. That long take very effective there.
Peak waiting for Gratisfaction to plop himself there. Fires off a shot, a smoke to make things awkward on the site itself. Robs, he tried to play the smoke, but timing was not on his side. Instead, he looks foolish, and Azza will catch the flank eventually. 100 Thieves, this is their 15th, unless Voxic does the most ridiculous thing we've seen here in Katowice. Sensitivity high, but not high enough to swing and flick. 15-8.
This is where they finish things off against 3 pistols. They've been great. They've only given up 1 single round on their T-side campaign so far. 7-1 up, Gratisfaction gets him 1 step closer to nuke. And away from the bomb side itself. Still could fall back and go for the mid-split. Same smokes we saw before, as I mentioned. Designed to make the AWPer's life difficult. They'll flash over multiple times. You can see Voxy trying to avoid all of those. He can win these sort of rounds. Flash, though, just coming in as they cross. He still nails the shot.
He had just 1 second to pull that trigger. Misses the second opportunity. He's given a third. How to fall back. This is going to be near impossible task, though, for the retake. They just don't have the weaponry. 1 kit on Chris J. Someone has to hit the hero Deagle shot, but it's not happening. JKS, Gratisfaction, they're all doing it. 100 Thieves take us to nuke. Voxic looking for an ace clutch in the dying stages of this second map.
Well, there we have it. It is going to be 16-8 by the looks of things. No kip, 3 kills to find. It's just too much. And it is going to be a very strong performance there from 100 Thieves. Upper approach here as the Molotov goes on top of the hut. Smoke towards main, and Carrigan ready to dispatch of 100 Thieves here. Excellent work from mousesports. It looks like a pretty much clean round at this point. Just one player remaining, JKS. Nice execution, but unfortunately couldn't find the shots. But JKS has got a few up his sleeve, it seems. A couple of headshots delivered. Smoke goes down towards Squeaky, and he is known as a bit of a clutch king.
Yeah, one more, and unbelieving. Chris has absolutely none of that. Quick frag from him. The necessary work to slow down the push. Raz faction, however, caught out.
Yeah, this is going to be a rough one now. No smokes. And it will be all the damage coming through for Voxic. Waiting to the double doors towards lower. They're going to give it their best shot. Do they even have a Molotov on one of the doors? So they don't. Just a flashbang. They're going to have to see what's available to them. That's the high HP player removed. We're going to see Liaz taken out. Robs. He knows they're there. 25 seconds. Bomb's going to be planted. Does he try and deny? Not quite.
JKS was there to slam the door shut should it open, but now can tuck into Shadow. He is their best chance at converting this one. JKS. Clean. 2 more from either side of the extremities of it. Robs starting his push, but he's being perfectly covered by Jacob, and it does look like just trying to do damage on the exit, and that's a whole lot of it. 2 weapons down. Jacob looking to respond to stop the defuse. The spray's perfect.
100 DS JKS with satisfaction. Azza with the UMP. And a fast play here. Blind, does he make it down? He does not. Frozen will get him with the UMP.
Bomb was not on his back, so not all is lost. Grass Faction's trying to use that smoke to his advantage, trying to catch Frozen, and he does. Voxic's the one holding the push. Grass Faction looking to draw the shot. That's enough. It forces him to tuck in. A Molotov would be perfect, but he still gets another one. Not going to get away. Jacob makes sure of that.
Oh, it was a very good effort there from Vox. It cost him his life, but they have got the advantage. Holds with a push from window. 25 seconds here. The door's open. The bomb goes down. Jacob will have to recover it.
He has a little bit of time to wait out Chris J's flank. Good info. And bomb retrieved. Oh, the double peek from Mouse. If he gets the 1v1, Carrigan's ready for it. Reads him like a book.
He's in a good position for 2 frags here. Whether we'll get into another story. Liaz, preemptive shot. That's going to be their cue to really send it now down towards lower. UMP in the bench not going to do anything about that.
They left JKS on the red container, and he's ready to punish Chris J as soon as he gets out of his hidey hole. Great work from 100 Thieves. This is clinical, textbook, exactly how they intended this round to transpire. Nade off the door, they're talking about it, they're running out of time. Here we go. Flash from Azza. JKS, he knows his mission is to get down that vent. There's 2 waiting for him. Chris J's in the corner, wiggling all up a storm. 17 seconds, where is that bomb?
It's still enough though, because they can get towards lower. It depends on Robs. He needs multiple kills again. Another committed position. They don't check it. 9 seconds here. Can the bomb be planted? Gratisfaction desperately makes his way towards the site. 3 versus 2. Bomb to not go down. Nice spray from Carrigan. He gets the job done, and that'll be the round going in their favor. That's why teams are delaying their smokes these days, just to avoid that fact, but you can always just compensate. Jacob just throws caution to the wind, and then he goes towards the garage. Chris J can't believe his luck there. A bit of a freebie.
Robs to be tested. Avoids the flash, but chooses not to engage initially. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. Chooses to take the off angle, gets 1, will be traded. Little delayed. Carrigan's quite hot on the heels, actually, of the descending Thieves.
It's actually a bit of an opening here. Frozen to try and deny the plant. Carrigan, he just loves swinging around this lower bomb site, denying plants all over the place.
That's 2 rounds in a row, and he does it so confidently. Liaz, however, is in the server, and
it's just like, guys,
Raging, what?
Don't die. That's the aim of the game.
Straight in your palm. That means, what was that? But Liaz just finds a god mode for a moment, toggles it on. 3 kills from him in this round, and Woxic's burning. Forces him out of the line of sight. Carrigan, they know where he is. 5 seconds. Where is that bomb plant? It's in the open, and he gets off it. He repositions, and I think he still has time. Liaz, the hero. He continues to save the day.
Yeah, amazing round here from Liaz. If they pick this one up, it's all on him. Voxic, though, very good in these sort of scenarios. Doesn't have the best weapon for the job. Needs to spot him. Not going to happen.
Oh, they synced up the glass break. That's hot.
That's actually wild, isn't it?
That's so good, and look what it's led to. Robs has no idea. Oh, no!
No.
Oh, Robs, the reaction. Az is going to be kicking himself. Palm to face. mousesports, they get an advantage they had no right to take. Rop's exposed again. This time, they don't make the same mistake. Takes the shot immediately. Now to the lower site, they do start to stabilize.
It looks like they've still won the round. Remember, they entered with no kits, so it's still enough. Let's see if that rings true. He's looking towards that direction. I think it's got it. Not going to connect. Should be a trade. But here comes Rops looking to back him up.
Yeah, should being the operative word. Perhaps it can come from Rops, and a good catch. He didn't have much to work with. He takes two before Gratisfaction finally gets his teeth into him.
Silence M4 showing his true power there. They had no idea where he was. Bought him a couple of extra seconds. That's why Carrigan has it in his arsenal. Drops it over his teammates. They can reap the benefits sometimes as well. Let's see what happens here. It's going to be the smoke towards the huts. Gratisfaction coming out of heaven. I don't think he's got much of a chance here. Lovely shot. 3 versus 1 now. JKS has to step up massively. This is the auto shotgun to afflict the initial damage. Voxer to close things out.
You saw Chris J just releasing that Molotov. Actually, with a smoke this time. Straight up to the top side. You're absolutely right, Henry. They just charge on in. Frozen takes the fight. Successful. Lots of nades thrown into this site, and they're continuing to take the fights. Liaz onto 1. Liaz onto 2. Chris J, he can't really contest. He knows the nades are flying through the sky, but look at Woxic.
Yeah, he went towards lower to get towards Secret. That's the perfect call. They couldn't have made a better one. Just when you know their money's stabilized, they're bringing out the ult, they're going to try and counter us outside. Rush upper. Like, that's godlike.
It's working so well. A dream T call. But all quite literally smoke. Not sure about the literal mirrors, but deception is definitely present.
This has been really interesting. Like, we talked about Nuke kind of evolving from the strategic point of view, and I've really seen that with 100 Thieves. They've brought some great ideas out here. Nice variation of their defaults. Their outside smokes, it's been impressive. As Rops now, again, got to defend. Oh, okay, he catches the nades out, gets 2. A mistake from Liaz there. Caught with the pants down and the nades out.
Where's the bomb? JKS is just asking himself the same question. You can see his mouse react. Personality visible in the gameplay.
Yeah, they still might be able to get away with this one, but it's going to be uncomfortable now. And it's Carrigan swinging out again. His signature move this time doesn't land. 8 seconds remaining. Can Chris J pull it off? That's going to be enough. They can no longer plant the bomb.
Find him. There's no way. They're heading towards Deacon. He's already up the ladder. The Dutchman strikes one final time in the half. 8-7 to keep things as close as they could.
We used to call it, and it looks like a fast-paced round from mousesports here. Nading on the door, out the hut they go. Carrigan to lead the charge. He's broken through. This is the hardest part to get through, but it's going to be Azza actually nailing that first headshot. That gives him the advantage. No bomb to be planted just yet, and Gratisfaction making its way up. The flashbang to be delivered, and they're going in.
There's going to be 3 of them peeking on that, and there's a second where it came from. No one caught just yet. Gratisfaction's hitting the shots, as is Liaz, and so just Chris J and Rops. That bomb is down, but what can Chris J do about it? He'd have to be so good onto Azza, and not to be.
Perfect.
Yeah, I just took a double check just after the conversation. Oh. Frozen. He starts a whole different conversation. Beheading Jacob, access to the low site, ready for JKS and mousesports. They've found the star they had on Dust 2 here when it matters. Huge way to take control of the round single-handedly.
Outside smokes again. We saw some great mind games in that first half. And Rops, well, he's removed the brain of Jacob there. 5 versus 4, straight through the smoke. Apply the brakes now. See if there's any sort of reactive play from the CTs. Azza, he's in towards the hut, but he can maybe fall back now. Liaz actually catches Frozen on his way towards the garage here. Azza will hold strong in the hut, though. Seeing if there's any opportunities, and Carrigan spots one towards heaven. Looks like he can hit that shot. There's significant damage towards Grat, but that's enough. He'll fall back.
Are considering a ramp push, and JKS, he got enough information on that jiggle, looking to soften him up with the nade. It's not quite as good as it could have been, and Grat, he's already half health, still manages to land the scout shot, and JKS can finish. Jake, one onto Chris J. Woxic will trade. 30 seconds though, things could get a little awkward. That's the bomb, and now it's gone. Gratisfaction goes close quarters, and now things are going to get real difficult. Not if Rops finds more than that though.
The bomb's down in an awkward spot, but here comes Carrigan. Oh wow, Azza now positions them, and now he has to recover the bomb. He can't even plant it at this point, so he is done for. Gratisfaction with the heroic play.
Empty, vacant.
And they've got JKS down lower, so he's usually the ramp player, so he's opted for a more defensive position here, but they know exactly where he is. He'll get one. I'm not sure if he gets away with this, and HE in that position is going to take him down. Do they have it? Oh, they don't, but he manages to be silenced in the end. Back and forth we go. Still 1 minute 10 on the clock. Rops with a key frag now. Liaz, MP9 only. Really. Especially with that Molotov place. They've guaranteed the plant. Liaz might be out of luck this time. mousesports bring one back.
Very similar to the round before, but this time JKS stands tall and will fall off. Expecting Grat to show up, and oh, more than that! What was that? JKS, body shots, 2 gone. He is savage. Grat's faction does have an opportunity now. There's 3 members hunting down Karrigan, but if you hit that first, oh, it's a bit of a mess. He can't stabilize. It's only going to be the one, and JKS continues to rack him up.
Still a 2-on-1 though with a minute remaining. Frozen, bear in mind they won't have a kit here, and a scout on the retake. They have got an AK-47, a single flash, but time is of the essence. I think he's seen it.
And he gets the frag. Frozen to save the day for Mouse here. A 1 versus 2 after JKS again has done so much. Lee has to save it. He's checking Hut. This is his last chance now. Doesn't have the kit. And he's done it. Frozen, a god-tier clutch. No time for the defuse. And mousesports close the gap.
Frozen feeling confident to push up to the smoke, but JKS expecting it. Created a little gap there for them. Flash comes in. Lovely work. All by design.
That works so well. And that's, whether it's M4 or Deagle, ramp has been no issue for JKS to hold these last few rounds. Jacobs managed to find another one, and Azza onto Chris, lingering in the smoke. Neat and tidy. Very unlikely he's going to find JKS's real close corner here. Does it? Does have the bomb, and does have the lower sight. He's got some space to really stretch his legs here, Henry. Taking it back, he takes the fight. A second from Azza, and a couple of missed shots. Does give Rops a second lease of life. 30, make it 40 seconds. He is, however, going to get pushed. He's not ready for that. And so we can all wipe the sweat from our brow. mousesports will fall, and the 12th secured. They go in top site. Liaz. Ooh, he's going to get the information, and they even get the kill. Just the one, though. They went pure contact onto the top site. That's a rarity.
Diffuse kits available for series point. Here they come.
Chris J gets flashed off. He's only going to get 1, but look at the flurry of frags. Rops with a double. Is he going to swing again on another flash? They're not ready for it yet, but now the audio cue. Oh, that Molotov, but he still gets the frag. Forced into the fight again. He's only got 4 HP. He may as well have a go. Flash isn't there. Karrigan does get the frag, but a double from JKS. He's got a third as well. Ridiculous! Really give him anything to work with. This crossfire, I mean, look at it. You just can't do anything.
A trifecta of doom has been established around that bomb.
Oh, goodness.
Say your prayers, Karrigan. You're going down any second. And it will be Liaz to find series point. 400 Thieves here. Attention here. He gets some outside control. Satisfaction. First contact. Wants to get away with this one. Oh, has he ever, though? Jacob from the garage. It looks like it might be enough here. mousesports in a 5 versus 2. Chris J and Voxic trying to buy some space and time. They'll pull a kill back. But less than a minute on the clock. The bomb is down. It's recovered. Chris J will find it in T-spawn. If ever there was a duo that could pull this off, Voxic and Chris J, they've done it many times before. Chris J has managed to pull off some absolute heroics in the last few months. He'll have to do it all over again.
Oh, a spectacular shot onto Azza. It's something. It's something. Hold your nerve, Liaz. He knows they're coming towards his location. He's been hiding behind the site. Another shot hits, but it's not enough. Gratis faction secures it. 100 Thieves are off to the playoffs.